Careblazer. In this video, I want to share with you one of the simplest things you can do to help reduce difficult, challenging dementia-related behaviors. It is so simple, but when I share it with you, I want you to ask yourself, are you actually doing this? So many times, caregivers will talk to me and they will share with me how their loved one is doing something and that's driving them crazy. Perhaps the person with dementia is following them around the house everywhere. Maybe the person with dementia is constantly going through drawers or cabinets and making a mess, and the Careblazer does not want them to do that. Or maybe the person is constantly overfeeding the pets, like constantly focused on when the last time the pets ate and they're overfeeding them. It doesn't matter what the behavior is. Think of something right now that your loved one is doing that is a source of frustration for you, something you wish they would stop. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, what could you get them to do instead? What many caregivers do is they know what they want the person with dementia to stop doing, yet they don't actually replace it with anything. They don't actually give the person with dementia something else that would be interesting, entertaining, enticing, or pleasurable for them to do. In dementia, a lot of times initiation goes away. So this is our frontal lobes are responsible for initiating activity. And when it comes to initiating new activity or coming up with new ideas of something to do, many times the person with dementia will not be able to independently come up with that idea. This is where you come in. This is where it's incredibly important for you to brainstorm and think ahead of time. You can start brainstorming today. What are some possible activities or interests that I can direct my loved one to? Now, you don't just direct them to that activity once they've started doing the thing you don't want them to do. You can direct them to this activity before they've started to do the thing that is driving you crazy, before they've started to do the activity you wish they would stop. So for example, let's say your loved one constantly rummages through the kitchen cabinets and you don't like it because maybe they don't keep their hands that clean and they're touching all the clean plates. Maybe they've broken a lot of the glass dishes, and so you wish they would stop. What you want to do is think, okay, clearly your loved one is wanting to do something. Clearly your loved one wants something to keep their interest and their activity. What would be some ideas that you have? Could it be that there is a rummage box that you put together, a box of items? Some of it could be maybe old dishes you don't care about, plastic dishes, things that from their past that they've been interested in that you can throw into this box and then have it out in an area where they spend a lot of their time. And maybe you can actually show them, hey, would you mind going through this box and seeing what's in it? Or look what I found. Looks like there's some pretty cool stuff in here. What do you think? And hand it over to them. Or if you feel like you need to give them more of a task, you can actually ask them. You can put something in the box and you can say, would you mind finding me the red cup that's in there? I'm looking for a red cup and I haven't been able to find it. I think it might be in this box. The key here is whatever activity you give them to do, they don't need to do it right. It doesn't matter how they do it. There's making sure they're safe to do it. There's no harm that can come from them doing it. And it doesn't cause you more stress and frustration with what they're doing. You're literally directing their attention to another activity. They don't have to do the activity perfectly. They don't even have to make sense in how they're approaching the activity. The key is, if you want your person with dementia to stop doing something that is frustrating you, that's creating more stress in your life, what are you going to have them do instead? And this is where you brainstorm activities. You brainstorm ideas. Whenever we get frustrated and want the person with dementia to stop, but then we don't actually give them something else to do, that's on us. Right? Their brain is going to have a hard time initiating some sort of new activity. So be creative here. Be open to new ideas. You might have to test different ideas out. Like, let's say you tried the rummage box example. It didn't really go well. They weren't really interested in it. That doesn't mean this approach doesn't work. It just means you're back to the drawing board in terms of what other activity could they do. Perhaps they can help you polish silverware If they were in the cabinets and they liked something in the kitchen, you can give them a dry cloth and give them some spoons and ask them to polish them for you. You might be able to take some paper plates, undo them all so they're all individual, and ask them to stack them together for you. You might be able to open up the kitchen drawer that has all of the kitchen towels in it, take all those kitchen hand towels out, put them on the counter, and ask them to put that in the kitchen drawer for them. If you feel like they're really wanting to be in the kitchen, you direct them in an activity that they're safe to do, that they can do without causing a lot of extra work and stress on your behalf. The big message here is, when somebody with dementia is actively engaged in something that has their attention, that's something they are enjoying doing, then they are not engaged in some sort of disruptive, challenging behavior. This is incredibly simple. It's just that we don't do it a lot. And sometimes we lose sight and we forget, because in dementia, the person kind of looks like themselves. And we forget that this idea of starting something new, creating a new activity, that's going to be incredibly difficult for them. And if you want to make sure they are not doing something you don't want them to do, you have to give them another option instead. Now, make sure when you introduce this new option, you aren't saying, do this so you don't do that. You're not saying, I don't want you to be going through the kitchen cabinet, right? We don't want to highlight what you don't want them to do. That's not going to help the relationship. Instead, you want to make it sound appealing, make it sound enticing, whatever this new idea is that you have. There's literally no shortage of ideas here. What I would actually ask all of you right now watching is to think about what are some possible ideas you have. Maybe ideas you've tried before, activities you've tried before with your loved one, or activities you might consider having your loved one do. Write them in a comment below this video. That way everybody can see everybody's ideas. You might get an idea you've never thought of before, and you might leave an idea under this video for another Careblazer to be able to have an idea that they didn't think of before. Okay, I hope this video helps you. Thank you so much. As you know, to subscribe to this channel, it's totally free. And the most important reason, the reason why I ask for this, is because it tells YouTube that these videos are helpful for dementia caregivers. And the YouTube algorithm is incredibly smart. So what it does is it will go out and it will find caregivers out in the world right now searching for dementia help on the internet, and it will put my videos in front of them. And the way YouTube knows how to do that is when amazing caregivers like you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, or hit the red subscribe button. It's communicating to YouTube, okay, people who seem to be caring for people with dementia are watching these videos. Let me find other people caring for people with dementia to show them that these videos exist. So that's the reason I make that ask. It's not because I want the crazy numbers or I think it sounds cool to have all those numbers. No, it truly is to make caregiving easier for as many dementia caregivers as possible. And you would be surprised at how many people out in the world right now, especially in a bunch of different countries, don't have access to any sort of healthcare provider who knows anything about dementia. And they turn to the internet for help like this. And I want to make sure they have the option to see these videos. So I really do appreciate you when you do that. And for all of you who already have, over 113,000 of you, from the bottom of my heart, truly thank you. All right, sending you love. Bye.
Also, Nico gets a belly rub for every person who subscribes from this video. So if you haven't already, click the red subscribe button. It's totally free, and Nico says thank you very much.